Bob, up and at 'em. What's up, boss? Evil's afoot. Well, sure, because it refuses to learn the metric system. Otherwise it'd be up to a meter by now.
I almost forgot to add us both all back in, but yeah, here we are. We're back. This is a top tier production we're dealing with here.
Yeah, we're firing on all cylinders today. So
late, supposed to be at 4, and yeah, it's been a day, everybody, but we're here. We made it. On this Saturday in December to talk about White Knight, which it only took me 4 times to spell right. But
how did you spell it otherwise?
I put the Knight in there. I put the K in there. So I put the K in the title, and then I put the K on the thumbnail, and then Nathan had to tell me like 3 times, like, dude, there's no K in White Knight. I'm like, I know that, and he's like, well, then why'd you put a K there? And you're like, God damn it! So I went and fixed it, and then he's like, Steve, the title says Knight, and I'm like, God fucking damn it! So I went back and fixed it again, and he's like, Kick says Knight too. I'm like, son of a bitch. So yeah. And then after I fixed all the titles, he's like, the thumbnail still says Knight. I'm like, fuck, I fixed it and never fucking changed it. Here, like, so that's the day I'm having right now, guys. That's the day I'm having. So welcome. We'll lollygag around a little bit because we got some stuff to talk about before we get started. I think before we start better than after, but we gotta hopefully we get some bodies here. I know it's a weird day, so I think I did it's not our normal day, I should say, but
it's Sunday morning for me. I'm not sure when we
normal day. Do we have one of those? I don't think we really do.
No, we don't. We don't.
We've done whenever, mate. It's a whenever.
Right.
I think I shared it out everywhere, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. All right, making sure. So so here we are. So White Knight, book 9. I guess we're actually speeding up a little bit on our way to 12 months.
Yeah, we are. We definitely are.
Yeah,
we've read the last 2 books in 2 weeks. So
yeah, that's true. So I had to I did what's the next one? I was going to get everything set up for the next one.
Small favor.
Oh, small favor.
Small favor. Okay. There you
go. We're going to kick off some serious hitters here after this one.
Yeah, small favors. Yeah, that's the one I think it is, isn't it?
I kind of need to finish Sun Eater before we start the next one, so I don't have to pause Sun Eater, because once we start the next 3, there's no putting them down.
Yeah, at some point I need to start. I downloaded the first Sun Eater book. I need to get on that because I've heard from.
I started that.
It's amazing.
So I need to. So I've heard from a few people. It's a banger. So I need to get on that.
It's yep, it's good.
Yeah. So let's see here. What am I doing? Okay, I'm on the wrong page.
Not even the first book's not even the story, Nathan, at all. Like the first Sun Eater book is like it's a whole book of prologue. It's like that's it. It's crazy.
Is it?
Yeah. When I look back on it,
when
I look back on it now, like at book 7, I'm almost through the last book, and like there's It's actually insane. it's none of it's really. It's all relevant to the character of Hadrian, but none of it's really relevant to the.
So it's basically like what Peace Talks is to Battlegrounds. It's just an entire prologue.
It is what Peace Talks is to Battlegrounds. Correct. That's a really good way to put it. Yep.
Yeah, I haven't. I know I got the book downloaded. I got that downloaded, and I have the codex of the Illyria Codex.
Yeah, I bought those. I bought those books because I tried them on audio. I read them.
Because I was told that was pretty darn good too. So so lots to read, lots to listen to. But so well, I guess we can. I guess we'll start talking about White Knight, and then we'll.
Yeah, this book was good.
Oh yeah, well, I kept waiting for a certain. I kept like for some reason, probably because I got messed up by the whole night thing because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you kept waiting.
I kept waiting for the winter stuff to happen with Harry. I'm like, when does this happen? And I'm like, looked it up. I'm like, oh shit, I'm like a few books too early here. So yeah,
right.
Yeah. So
I felt like that too, man. That was similar to me. I was thinking, am I reading the right book here? And I had to check that I was reading the right book, like in sequence, like a couple of times. Same sort of.
Jeremy for $10. Thanks, buddy. On February 19th, 2027, we'll celebrate the 50th anniversary of Star Wars with the re-release of the 1977 original back for a limited time in theaters everywhere. Nice. No shit. I know that I was talking to Mags. Apparently, next month, I think it's the 16th, for the 25th anniversary of Lord of the Rings, they're re-releasing all the extended editions in theaters.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be wild if that makes like $1 billion?
That'll make
it probably could. Like, what if it's like a blockbuster? Yeah, it could make all the monies, right? Like,
it really could. Steve, it obviously will. Right?
Yeah.
Like there's no question.
There's
no question about that. It'll make
it is Warner Brothers' only hope for ticket sales.
Now Netflix is only hope.
Netflix
I guess
owns it. Yeah.
Right. It's now Netflix. Isn't that wild? Now
so
everything's
funny.
Gonna be.
It's so funny.
God.
What you say, I get fucked.
It's Disney all over again, right? Like,
yeah.
I just. It's like it's gonna just make it worse. Like, so like what I want to know is like, are they going to cut ties with Gunn? They said they're gonna release everything that's on the schedule, but they would be smart to just ditch Gunn right now.
100%.
That would be smart.
And start. Yeah, like it's pretty crazy that the fact that like all the people that are in charge of all these properties don't know anything about any of them, and it's like. You know, we need to go back. We need to go back to gatekeeping. That's what we need to do. We made the mistake of keeping the gates open, and all these posers came in. I was glad. It was Az's video on the Grace Randolph shit with Doomsday that, he finally said something about we got to call these people what they are. They're posers and fucking tourists. They pretend to know what they're talking about, and they don't belong in the fandoms. And they want to turn everything into what fucking Star Trek is. Star Trek One Tree Hill. What is it? Starfleet Academy is just One Tree Hill in space.
One Tree
Might
Hill.
As well be. I mean, that's what it is, right? Look at the picture. It's just them all like holding hands and being fucking like, we're gonna have romanticities in space. It's like, dude, there's a place for that shit. No, Josh,
this is not it.
We're lollygagging around, buddy. So like, I want to try and get a few more people in here before we talk about that. So, but yeah, you haven't missed it, buddy. Don't worry. And thank you, Miss Martin Muses, for the 99-cent super sticker. Hey, I didn't say there was anything wrong with One Tree Hill, but Star Trek isn't One Tree Hill in space. Okay, it's like it's like liking like the Craft and shit, like because there's hot chicks in it. It's fine.
Like One Tree Hill. Watch it.
Totally not fine.
Is a lot more tolerable than watching it with sound.
This is 100% not fine.
Well, it wasn't my thing, but like I understand why people might. People watch Buffy. It's basically the same thing, only with demons and shit. Like,
now hang on a second. Buffy, Buffy was a fantastic TV show.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So people like
Right,
Buffy, but it was basically pulling on vampires' dicks, but vampires and demon dicks. That's what it was.
Buffy could have
question
been
on
the
that
worst.
though.
What?
Is Buffy good now, or was Buffy good back when it was our age range?
Nah, it was good back then. It's not actually. I actually tried to watch it again recently, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "What was wrong with you?"
Well, I remember.
But I loved it.
My dad and my sister used to watch Buffy all the time, right? They would watch it religiously. So it was like I remember them watching it, and everybody's like talking about how great it is. And I tried to watch them, like maybe it's just because I hate Sarah Michelle Gellar because of my experiences with her in my school, but maybe
she's kind of a
cunt. With hate.
I don't care how bad she is, mate. The fact that they had that, what's her name, that Faith chick in there for a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Why can't I remember her name?
Faith.
Is that Charisma Carpenter?
Doesn't matter what her name.
No, Charisma Carpenter is the friend. Faith is the chick that was in The New Guy that wore the bandana for a shirt.
I don't know what her name is. Her name is Faith from Buffy. Her name is Faith from Buffy.
Alicia. No. God, Faith from Buffy.
Elijah Dushku.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's
in that cheerleader movie as well, which I may or may not.
Yeah, Bring It On. Yep, Bring It On with dude. Yeah, she's fucking crazy hot.
Yeah. Yep. So it could have been the worst show in the history of TV shows, but the fact that she was who she was in that show means that it's the best show in history.
Well, her and Charisma Carpenter, right? I mean, there you go, right? So
yeah.
So and then because I know what you're talking about. It's like this is where is it? Let me blow it up for you guys.
It wasn't just the way that she looked; it was what she brought to the screen. She was just awesome. I loved her.
Oh, she's one of those like tough girl.
Yeah, she's
wearing a bandana for a top, dude. I mean, come the fuck on.
Yeah, it's as good as guess.
She's amazing. Like, come on.
Zero will rise.
Yeah.
What was the new guy? I don't even know if I've seen that.
Dude, it's this rap boy face guy from Road Trip. He like goes to new school, gets really popular, and she like hooks up with him, and it's like there's no way in the real world that shit happens, but it's okay. We get to see her, and she's fucking hot as hell in that movie. Like, so it's another one of those movies that's made by her because she's in it, and that's it, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. She does that. That's a true testament to her too. She owns anytime she gets on screen, everything else disappears. So
yeah,
that's a W for her.
Yep, I don't disagree with you. So, so I guess we'll wait for Nate to come back, and then we can start. I guess talking about the book. We'll try. I'm gonna try to wait a little bit longer, see if we can get. Being as it is a weird day for us, Saturday. I'm gonna try to wait a little bit longer before we talk about the coming.
It's Sunday. It's Sunday morning here, so
Sunday for you. It's Saturday, like mid-afternoon for us. So I know it is an odd time, but hopefully. Hopefully we get some more people creeping in, so we can let everybody know at the same time what's going on. But
I'm gonna go force my teenage daughter to get out of bed pretty soon.
Okay. So. Well, yeah, just let us know, and just let her fucking sleep. Fuck her. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Definitely an option, Steve.
Dude, it's amazing how fucking just teenage girls, like, they pretend. They're so good at pretending to listen to you, but they're not really listening to you.
Mine doesn't give a pretense. That's the best thing about it. I love her to death, and she's just like doesn't give a fuck. She's just
it was like a snow day yesterday, right? We got snow yesterday, and I'm like, so it's a snow day for I'm like talking to Easton and Bella. I'm like, so. You guys should wake up and do some of your chores instead of just sleeping all fucking morning. And like, oh yeah, okay. And then it's like, so you clean the bathroom, clean your room, and then go down and see if Poppy needs help. I'll be at work. Or I have to work later, but I'll help you wake up, right? Blah, blah, blah. Fucking 10:30 rolls around. They're both still in their beds. And it's just like, fuck you guys. Yeah, man, I'm all for that shit. It's like, sure you are.
Yeah. You guys are. Sounds like a great idea, Dad. Who's this guy?
Yeah, why don't you clean your bathroom, Dad? It's like,
that's what I get too. Why don't you clean the kitchen first and then I'll do mine? I'm like, this is not a democracy, bro. I don't know what's going on.
I had to have the talk with my kid about that. It's like, listen, laws don't apply to the ones giving the laws.
Apparently, it's capitalism, or it's not capitalism.
Yeah,
It's socialism. They can choose to do what they want and then reap the benefits.
I'll love it. I'll love it though. I encourage this sort of stuff. I've always encouraged it. I'm like, look, if you can come at me with a good enough argument to make me, change my mind,
absolutely,
go for it. Go your hardest. And it's worked out. You know, it's I don't know. They're good at arguing.
Yeah, 50-50, right? Sometimes I'm sure sometimes they come in with something hot. And it's like, okay, well, fuck, that's good. And then other times it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Shit.
Yeah, you make it rod for your own back. There's no doubt about that. But I think there's pros and cons. There's moments where you go, I've unleashed a monster here, and then there's other times where you go. There's other times where you go, well, that's going to hold you in good stead later on in life. So, I'll accept it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta figure out how to encourage my daughter to get into the car and learn how to drive. It's like,
yeah, same. I got to get this one in the car too.
Yeah, it's like, bitch, it's like you're either going to school or going to work, so you need to drive.
Yeah.
Get on that shit.
Well, mine's funny, man. My daughter's funny, mate. She's decided that she only wants to learn in the car that she's going to drive when she starts driving. So
that sounds like that's a ploy to not learn how to drive, or to get you to buy her a car.
Yeah, that's the one. I mean, but she's a very independent girl. Like, she's already saved a bunch of money. She can almost do it herself.
Nice.
But her mum got her a car. She doesn't like it.
Jesus Christ.
She doesn't
makes
like
it hard to discipline them, right? Here's a car.
Yeah, I know, but she doesn't like it, so she won't drive it. So it's just sitting in the garage. So she
doesn't like it.
No, she won't do it. So
what is it?
No, she wants to
if
learn.
You don't mind me asking, is it a Subaru? Bro, tell me it's a Subaru. Oh, sorry.
It's like a little Mitsubishi. It's a little Mitsubishi Colt, I think.
That would have been so good if it was a Subaru, man. That would have been so good.
No,
all right, so let's talk about. So we got 10 people in chat. Hello, are there anybody on Kick? Probably not. Let's see. Hey, there's one person on Kick. Is that you, Nate?
No, actually, W Dill.
Well, whoever's on Kick, if W Dill's still there, hi W Dill.
W Dill.
So
I don't even use Kick no more.
The contrast between Aldan and Nathan is hilarious.
Oh, mate, it's 1,000 degrees where I
tank top versus.
Oh, how you're all bundled up. Sorry, I'm a little slow in the uptake today. My bad.
Yeah, me in the garage, freezing my ass off here in Columbus.
Yeah, I'll literally get up. Yeah, I wake up sweating bullets, mate. It's amazing. I love it. It's so good.
Yeah. So okay, so you know what? Before we get started, to reward, I guess Nick is it just Nick and well, maybe Teresa's still here, Jeremy and Josh. I'll reward you 3. I'll just repeat myself later. 5. I guess there's 5 here. So real quick, and we'll talk about it a little bit more later in the stream, because well, we want as many people to know, so spread it far and wide. This madman up in the right corner over here. I don't know why I highlighted One Tree Hill, but there we go. This madman up in the corner here, Nathan, has been able to land us 3 morons a interview with Mr. Jim Butcher, which is going to be insane. So I have announced that in the Discord, and there is a Dresden Files Discord tab that I haven't looked at all. Okay. So it's a bunch of people just being happy. No questions yet. So we are, that section of the Discord is open to suggestions for.
Don't be put in a question.
Yeah, I saw about Codex, right? Yeah. So, which is good and bad because I haven't read Codex yet. So maybe I should try and. Well, we don't have time. I don't think. So.
I read it and I didn't love it.
What's your favorite?
No, it wasn't.
Well, that's
bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad.
I am interested if which one is his go-to right now, because I know he's got the new series he's doing too, right? Is Ilaria done? The Ilarian Codex, isn't that done? Yeah, so he's finished with that, but I know he's got obviously Dresden is still going. And then
there's another one.
He just released something new. I know there's something new. We're gonna have to figure that out before.
I got his website up. Hold on.
I know Ilaria was like a joke, so I'm sure he's
Cinder
not
Spires.
There you go, Cinder Spires.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he's not like married to to Codex, since it was like, give me a topic. It could be the stupidest thing ever. And he's like, Roman Pokemon is like, all right, let's do this shit. It's like, okay. So, but his steampunk series. Oh, this, yeah, okay. So that's gonna be pretty wild. So if Josh, if you have any questions that you would like us to try and pose to Mr. Butcher,
load them up.
Smart.
Yeah. So
make us look smart. We won't be streaming it. We'll be recording it, and then releasing it later. I'll probably premiere it so anybody that's interested can sort of chat as the interview is going. Just because, well, I'm not the favorite son of the internet, so we don't know who would come into a stream and try and ruin that shit. So we don't want to do that, and that's not very professional. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, in talking with his assistant, she said that, it'd be anywhere between half hour to an hour of time. So we need to streamline that, and we'd like you guys to put some questions in the Discord if we can get to them. So there's no promises that we'll even be able to ask them, just because his time, we're on his clock. So
his valuable time. So we're lucky we get even maybe a half hour or so.
Either way, it's gonna be fucking awesome.
It's gonna be amazing. I've got so many questions. I've got so many questions.
I may just sit there and look dumb and be like, "Hi, Mr. Butcher. These two are going to ask you some questions." Thanks.
So Steve will look exactly like he looks now.
Yeah. No, I like Dresden Files. I'm not sad. I'm not mad. I like it. What are you talking about? But
that's right.
So it's gonna be a fun time. So I'm probably gonna try and get that up as quick as possible. So I know we're supposed to be doing the interview on Thursday. So depending how long it is, I'll try and probably put it together, edit together, and just get it up right away. So everybody can enjoy it. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be crazy.
Promote his book 12 months, and
there you go. That's January 6th, January 16th, right?
20th. January 20th.
I don't think we can make it. But we can give it a college try. We're almost at book 10, so we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we can do it.
Well, I don't know if we can do it, but we can keep going. We may have to make.
We are going to make it.
We may have to pause the read to read 12 months and do this for that, and then go back and then reread it again a second time. That could be interesting.
We're gonna get it.
That's fine with me.
We're gonna do it, dude. Okay, I guess I better start downloading every book. If we're doing it, we got another 2 live streams this week. Then, so fuck it.
We are gonna do it. We are gonna do it though, because we're about to hit, after this book, we're hitting Small Favor, and that's so true. Like between here to the end, it's just like
you're not wrong.
Inject it into my veins.
Frenetic pace.
Well, I guess we have over a month. So you know what? I'd change my mind. We could do it. We can do it.
Yeah, I mean, if we do one a week, we'll finish we'll do the Battlegrounds one on the last week of January, if we're doing one a week.
So we'll have to do so all we gotta do is get one where we could do 2 in a week, and then we're good.
Well, plus we don't know how Christmas is gonna interfere with time as well. So I mean,
Christmas is fine.
He's like, it's not, motherfucker.
It's gonna be fine. Maybe Jesus said so. He did. He told me, you concentrate on getting your book reviews done. It's gonna be great.
Either way, and then early February we'll be doing a review on 12 months, and Mike from Mike's book review says he's got an advanced reader copy.
Yeah,
12 months.
He says So, and he says it's been pretty good so far.
Yeah, fuck Mike.
I don't expect to see it's crazy. I don't expect anything less from Butcher right now. We've been 17 books of greatness. Like, honestly, it really is. Like, not to I'm now sucking ass, but it's just true.
It is true.
The only one I expect to destroy their own property and ruin their whole franchise forever is a certain fat Mormon.
Yep.
Who just released another Kickstarter mystery book. Like, I am so like, I got to make this video about fucking, because this is the one. Today is the 1 year anniversary of Wind and Truth and the destruction of the Cosmos.
Wind and piss, and the
Wind and piss, bro.
piss. That's what it is. Just imagine if, like, we get to the last book of the Dresden Files, and Harry spends the book
fucking Karen.
I've been trying to think.
They're all back. And sorry, go ahead.
But imagine if it's like. But imagine if it's like Harry just like follows Thomas around playing a flute while Thomas goes and be's a badass.
And then,
not even be's a badass while Thomas goes and just gets in his feelings about being a vampire.
And then half his body melts because he's the law, and then the flute player decides that he's, I guess, transgender and fucks a chill in the ass.
Michael Carpenter gets the bottom surgery.
That's what it would be like. But you can't even conceive. I can't even conceive of it. But like so there's been there's no signs of Jim doing this with Dresden. So we just thank God for that.
No, there's no 17 books. There's no way. And just from some of the interviews I've seen with him, Jim Butcher don't give no fucks. He if there's gonna be a transgender in there, it's because it's a character that is in there for a reason.
Yeah, and it would probably be an amazing character. And
it'll be fine. It'll be like Job and Banshee.
Yeah.
Job and Banshee is like my example of how to do transgender people right in shows.
Yep.
Job is one of the best fucking characters on TV. Period.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
in my opinion, like I love that. But Banshee is my go-to show for everything. It really is.
But his character worked for the show. It just worked. So
it's just you don't care, right? It doesn't matter.
No, it does, because it's not. No, it's not an addition to. It's not an addition to that. It's part of the story. It's not injected. It's so obvious when it's injected, or when it's put in there for like a message, rather than when it's just part of the story. So I mean, you can tell straight away. So, and that's what Brandon did. Brandon did that. That's what he did. So
let's face it. Let's face it. Harry had to do that in this book that we're about to talk about. Tomas.
Oh yeah, I forget, man. Yeah, I forgot he played the. I forgot he played.
He had to pretend to be gay.
He did.
Tobias again. What's up, my friend? How
are
you?
Mean, mate? He became gay for this.
He was gay. Yeah, I felt it.
Oh, you felt it.
Yeah, but I do want to say just a quick shout out as well to keep an eye on Technically Mexican's channel. Because he has been at Dragonsteel Nexus. I've had a few interesting discussions with Alan. He didn't pay, so that's I think that is something that's an interesting point. While Alan and Technically Mexican is technically a media property, they gave him a free ticket to Dragonsteel Nexus this year. He paid to get in last year. And apparently, from his words, not mine, he wasn't even planning on going, but they gave him the free ticket, so he decided, fuck it, I'm going. I'll go. And he's gotten he's had a few interesting conversations that he was fortunate enough to let people record him having them. And he's got a nice little data set of what people think of Wind and Truth that were at Nexus. Now, you got to remember, most of these people are just going to be brainless Sanderson fans, similar to the people. Most of the people that are just like hitting yes without even caring what the book is like are like people that like the show Wheel of Time, right? It doesn't matter what he does. He could take a shit between two pages, close it, and they'd be like, it's the best.
That's what he did.
I did order my Don't Kill Yourself coin, so I don't know if you guys are getting that. Do you guys not know the Don't Kill Yourself coin? I know this is the Dresden Files stream, but you guys didn't get the Don't Kill Yourself coin?
No, I did not.
Would you
get
like to
the
see the
date.
"Don't Kill Yourself" coin? Here,
I
I'll
would
show you
not
the "Don't
like
Kill
to
Yourself"
see
coin.
the "Don't Kill Yourself" coin at all.
No, it's a real thing, bro. It's a real thing. Here,
What do you
I'm gonna
mean
show
it's
you
a real
quick. And then we're gonna get into then we're actually gonna start talking about the Dresden Files. When we get to 10 people watching, I'll go over the announcement again.
What do you mean it's a
do
real
you-
thing?
Do you need help immediately?
Oh my god, give me a fucking
Your crisis.
Lord.
This is now. Notice this is the Dragonsteel website. Okay, this is Dragonsteel. Okay, introducing the Next Step coin.
What the fuck?
I'm not going to listen to that. Dear Radiant, in the book Oathbreaker, Wit tells Shallan that she must bear the pain of what has happened to her. She doesn't deserve it. Well, I don't know what has been brought up.
Oh, fuck
They
off
challenge
with
you to recognize
Shallan.
this experience, blah, blah, blah. So first of all, the Next Step thing, you forgot. That's Dalinar's shit. That's Dalinar's second ideal. The second ideal of the bondsmith is, the next step. What's the most important what's the most important step a man could take? And the answer is the next one. That is Dalinar. It has nothing to do with Shallan. So I don't know where that's coming from. But here we're introducing the "Don't Kill Yourself" coin. If you are getting this coin for someone other than yourself, we ask you that the coin shipped to you first, and you hand deliver the coin and Brandon's letter to your friend or loved one, along with his own words of encouragement.
This is insane.
You will be warm again.
So
this is oh my god.
And I know we're going a little far afield here with Dresden, but this is I think this is a big difference between Sanderson and Butcher. Butcher is writing books. Sanderson is starting to think he's a fucking deity.
He's a little bit.
I think this is like after sort of and even Alan, and again, he's gonna do his own shit, so make sure you keep an eye on his channel. Even Alan was like, this feels dirty.
There's something
this feels a little this is weird. There's something off about this shit.
No, there is,
you
but
have to pay for it.
What's that? So
you have to pay for this.
So if you put here you go. So if you hit strength before weakness, it's free. If you hit sell me this awesome coin, it's $20. So if you think you're going to kill yourself and you hit strength before weakness and then add to cart, it's free. So I got the free one. Wait a second.
Because fuck you, Sanderson.
Did I just screw up? Wait a second. Am I not supposed to admit that I was going to kill myself? So I needed the coin to help me not kill myself?
Look.
It's going to let me get another. It might. I wonder if it will let me get another coin. Yeah, so they pay for shipping. They pay for the coin is free, and yeah, and it's supposed to, I guess, encourage you to not be depressed. And it's like, man, we're into some weird shit now. Can you just write a book?
There's a flaw here, though. There's a flaw here.
Yeah,
if you are in crisis and if you are in crisis, then your whole dependency upon this coin is fully 100% reliant on the U.S. Postal Service.
Well, they ain't that the truth. They've lost several things. That's part of why I'm having this financial shit right now that I shouldn't be. Is I sold something on eBay, I shipped it, and they fucking lost it. So I had to refund everything, and I don't have the item anymore. And it's like, you fucking people. Right? So it's just like, but like, it's first of all, like, I hate to be breaking down a coin that's supposed to be like help people that are feeling down. But first of all, if I know my friend is hurting, I am not going to buy a coin and say, friend, take this. Don't kill yourself. It's like, wait, what? What? Like, I mean, I it's just, I don't know. It's actually, like, I don't know. Is this actually evil? Is this evil? I don't know. Or is
no,
it just
it's not. This is like it's monetizing virtue signaling, and which is wrong. But but there's a fair bit of that goes on anyway in the leftist world. The thing is, right?
Yeah.
Most people that are gonna so you just have to go to the convention to recognize like how many mentally ill people there are in that that get involved in our fandoms and these sorts of things.
Yeah.
A lot of them genuinely need proper help, right?
Oh yeah,
And
100%.
These are the people who are going to buy this coin, and so they've already invested like too much of their own personality into the thing that they're the fan of, and so now we've got like also and you can have like this is a horrible idea.
It's just weird. It's weird, right?
Well,
like Alan again, not to keep an eye for technically Mexican, blah blah blah. Make sure you're subbed to his channel because it's gonna have some stuff on it. I'm very sorry for interrupting you again, Nathan. I've done that like 5 times a night. I'm sorry. But
the intention, I'm sure, is really good, but it's a horrible idea.
Well, I don't even know because Alan. I don't know. I think this is self-aggrandizing, arrogant. I'm doing such a good job of bringing attention to mental illness in my books that I should keep the foot down, and maybe I can get a Nobel Peace Prize for mental health. Right? That's what it feels like to me. Now, to be honest, like I didn't really realize it till I was talking to. I mean, I realized it a little bit. But when I was talking back and forth with Alan about some of the stuff he was witnessing and doing at the convention, I didn't realize how much Winded Truth has actually affected me, not just with the series, but with my opinion of him.
And this is why you need the coin, Steve.
Oh yeah. But like that's that's what the discussion me and Alan basically had was he's like, how do you in your other book, your penultimate 5th book of story, your biggest franchise, promote something like transgenderism, something that has the highest rate of self-deletion of anything. Yeah. You promote that in your book like it's good to be transgender, and then you
that's what
promote your own coin to keep you from offing yourself. It's like that is weird.
That's what I mean, Steve. Like that's what I mean, mate. They don't see it that way. Like, so there's an inverted worldview where they think that what's helping. They think that the thing that can help people is the thing that's going to make it worse. That's where we are. And he's one of those. He's one of them. So
to these people,
it won't be coming from a bad place.
To these people, words are greater than actions. If they can say it and put it out there, because nobody else was going to. They feel that. They know that nobody's going to pay attention to the results of the action, right? And so, I mean, this is just like how governments work too. It's like we're going to say this, but we're not going to do it, And this is exactly the same thing. And your words earlier were absolutely 100% correct in self-aggrandizing bullshit.
I feel like it's like I don't see, like, even if you're the biggest fucking Cosmere fan ever. I don't understand where somebody's gotten to the point where they're like, man, I am so great that they introduce a coin and say, you know what? This is like the movie, the Predator and fucking the Marvel movie going, we're saving lives with these movies because of the message. That's the same thing. It's like, you really think like if this person is really fucking in crisis to the point where you're worried about him enough that you have to go acknowledge it with something.
Yeah, then help them get actual help.
Handing them a coin and giving them a letter from an author they've never met.
Get actual help.
Keep them from being in crisis. No,
don't enable them to continue validating their delusion or pretending something's going to get better when they're not by a secret magic coin. Go and get some actual help.
Because what they're doing is not love. That is absolutely true. It's not love. That's correct. It's fucking evil.
But they don't know
the most valuable part of that whole thing is the number. The number. If you're in crisis, call this number. That's it. That's all you need. Mm-hmm. Because the coin, like I could go into like, man, I've got really cynical, but the coin has nothing to do with Dalinar. We're not even focusing on Dalinar, who did all the shit involving Next Step. It is serious. It's just like, some is not. This is weird, but yeah. So, but that's the discussion for another time. Yeah. So, Sam, thank you for the $2. I love Dresden Files books. Fuck the show. Well, hopefully we have a new show coming out soon. So maybe that's something we can sneak a question in. I don't know if he's allowed to answer any of that shit, but so Sam, since I don't think you were here, Nathan has scored us an interview with Mr. Jim Butcher.
We'll be talking to Jim. It's gonna
So
be amazing.
we'll be talking to Jim. It's gonna be great. And so keep an eye out for that. It should hopefully be live. Well, we're recording it and then premiering it. So hopefully live, maybe premiere next week, maybe Friday or Saturday. So keep an eye out for that. It's gonna be great stuff. Dovey, 40 months, you madman. If Brandon cared about my mental health, he wouldn't have made Kaladin a fucking
100%.
Yep.
Dude, Dovey is like Babe Ruth calling his shot on that comment.
That is yes. That you win the internet with that comment because that's 100% right. You would have wrote Kaladin the way he should have been written if you cared about my mental health at all.
Yeah, I got PTSD from that book. So
yeah,
correct.
I didn't realize how mad I was still, and how much has changed my opinion of everything involving him. Yeah, it's crazy.
I've said it before. Like your guys' reaction to Wind and Truth. And my utter disdain for how Shallan was acting and was treated with in Oathbringer was the whole reason why I've completely DNF'd anything from Sanderson Cosmere shit. Yeah, the only thing Sanderson that I'm going to read is the last 3 books of Wheel of Time. Outside of that, I'm done with them.
Yeah, see, this is the tragedy of it. I read the Isles of the Emberdark book, and I really liked it. So... And I only read that
parts. I thought parts were okay. Like, yeah,
but
Dragon
I didn't audio.
It was.
I think it's a better read. I think it's a better read than it would be an audio book, mate. It's a good read.
Maybe.
The book
That's possible.
The book looks cool. It was a really good read.
It
made me mad. It made every single word that I enjoyed made me mad, and that tells you all that you need to know. Because I only read it because I already paid
hate
for the
Reddit, really.
No, it was like a cathartic experience, mate. It was like I was expunging the demons from my mind, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah, no, and I say hate read it, not read it because you wanted to hate on it. It's like you read it and you hated every minute of it because you enjoyed it for what it was and the potential that it could have actually been.
Yeah, correct. I really enjoyed it. And I hated the fact that I really enjoyed it. So that told me all I needed to know about the future of the Cosmere for me. I only read that because I'd already paid for the Kickstarter or whatever. I tried to cancel it. I thought I had canceled it, then the book turned up. So,
that sucks.
And it just looks but it looks really good. It's like black and it's got silver writing. It's really, really cool. It's amazing. And so I'm like, eventually, it sat there for ages, being like a stand for my coffees. And then
it is a fabulous looking book.
I eventually picked it up and I really liked it. So fuck him. Anyway, we should talk about something positive.
Right. So we read this book. It's called White Knight.
Yeah, which is a great book, a fantastic book. Did you know? I was actually surprised, Nate. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
After proving, I reckon I enjoyed this more than Proving Guilty.
I did too.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Which is backwards from my initial experience with the 2 books.
Yeah, same here. Yep. And I don't. Why do you think that is? So, off the top of your head, why do you think that was for you? Just general thought.
I don't know, honestly. I mean, it just
I think bacon mine.
It just hit differently. Like when on my first read through on these, so I initially read White Knight last December for the first go around. And I had picked it up right after Proven Guilty because Proven Guilty, for whatever reason, I burned through that one like it was on fire. It was just, I was turning page like crazy.
Yeah.
And it didn't light me on fire this time around. And White Knight was kind of like the little breath afterwards. And I'm not sure why. It was
Sorry
just,
about that.
The books was, White Knight for me was this time around on this read through was very good.
So we're just really starting. Yeah, but we're just really starting talking about Dresden now. We were talking about a lot of other things.
Me and Nate were just talking about, Steve, like how This book was like way better than we thought it was.
It really was. Yeah, it really. It just. I don't know. It just went like right. It was a very easy read.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it was a
Good
very easy
story.
read, and then a good story, and then yeah. I mean, your girl's in it too. So like big time. So at
That's
the
the only
end,
problem.
Yeah,
so
Murphy.
The only problem with the book is that Lara was not in it until chapter 32 or whatever it was. So
yeah,
that's
but
the only
she's
problem
pretty.
with the book. Apart from that, it's basically perfect.
She's pretty prominent. She's pretty prominent in
Gets
that
a little
last.
heavy right there at the end.
Well, I
does.
mean, it's all her bloody game. It's all her game
It
at the end of
is
the day.
the
Isn't
whole.
it?
The
Yeah.
book is hers. It's all her plot. It's all
Mhm.
her.
She's in the
scheming. Yep.
background. It's a really good it's a really good example, really, of it's the best example we've got of how the White Court sort of works. You've got a whole book
Yeah.
of like Lara with her machinations behind the scenes that you don't know about till
Right.
right at the end, sort of thing.
Yeah,
You
and
don't
it's funny
see
because
her.
Harry throughout the book keeps on telling like, this is how the White Court operates. The White Court
Yeah,
operates
yeah.
just with in subversion. You just don't know. And then at the very end, he's like, "Wait a minute." It's like it was the meta, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So no, I agree. I thought it was a very easy read, and it just especially at the end there, it started really picking up the pace too. It was just once you sort of figure out where you're at, right? So I don't want to say it takes a little while to get going because I don't even really think that's true. You're just sort of figuring out the players at first with the Ordo and all that stuff. And
Yeah,
then once it really grabs hold of its plot, it starts just going.
yeah. I don't think
it was just more consistent,
takes time,
I
but
think,
it was
than
consistent.
what Proven Guilty was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
I
the
think that's
pacing, I think more consistent pacing. That's
good,
true.
very good. Yeah, good pacing. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, because well, in the builds, you're not lost at any point, right? It's just like
Yeah.
you're meeting the people that are getting killed. What you got the order. Is that exactly where we
Yeah,
start? Yeah.
yeah. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. I love that. That's
Yeah.
the best line. It's the
Yeah.
best line
So
in the
do we
Bible
want
right
to
there.
start it?
Yeah, we might as well start getting into it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, let's go
I
for
would.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So so we begin White Knight with the fact that we scored an interview with Jim Butcher that will be airing next week some point.
Fun.
Hell yeah. So
Yeah,
chapter 1 begins, just in case Fadian wasn't in the know.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
I should have.
oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
So chapter 1, Harry arrives at a crime scene, but it's a suicide crime scene. So Murphy's kind of, I want you to
that's
look at it because it's not, it doesn't feel like it's a suicide. And so he looks at this note next to woman, indicates it's a suicide, but he kind of looks around. He notices that she was a magic user. And he notices a knife was positioned weirdly, so he went back to his car to get something that dusts for prints, and discovers a message written Exodus 22:18, which was thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. And so that's basically the end of chapter 1.
Was that
Yes.
Was that Madrigal trying to get Harry's attention?
Yes.
I think.
Yeah,
Right?
Madrigal was
Madrigal's the one that pulled him in, and Nathan was able to score us an interview with Mr. Jim Butcher. So yep. Next week it should be on the channel.
So get your questions in, Fadian.
Not stream. It'll be recorded and then premiered. But yeah, unfortunately,
and
if you have
and if you have a question that we potentially can get time to get with him to answer, put it in on the Discord channel in the Dresden Files tab. So yeah, so so he sees the message, and he's like, basically, listen, context and translation, we don't necessarily know that this is really some sort of fanaticism. So but Murphy tells him, you've got to be the investigator because it's a suicide. I can't be involved on an official sense. So the police notate it as a suicide. Then then Murphy pins Molly because she's veiled, and Murphy kind of notices it, and she pins Molly because Molly got bored at the apartment and decided to follow them. So they kind of she handcuffs her, calls her out for contaminating a crime scene to give her a bit of a scared straight kind of thing, and Harry chides her for not considering consequences. So, I mean, a good teaching moment for Molly to, because at this point she's been apprentice for a year, but she's a little bit too big for her britches still, and Harry's still busy trying to beat that down. But they end up leaving to go see Butters at the morgue, and
it's actually an arc too, right? Like in this book, just to jump in, like Molly, we've got a bunch of arcs that are going on in this book. It's maybe that's a part of why it's like such a good read upon reflection. I think, like, even from like we've set up, we've already set up this arc here with Molly and her training with Harry.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of subplots that sit around that too, like what's going on with Harry as well. So it's very interesting when you read it again. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, Molly's not in a ton either, but there's all kinds of stuff going on with her as well. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yep, very much so. Let's see here.
So we have the crime scene with the right.
Yeah, so they go and see Butters, and Butters is like, hey, we've got a whole list of suicides, and they're really suspicious kind of suicides, but the police aren't suspecting it. It's only really Butters and Murphy that are suspecting it. And so Harry has Molly go and kind of do a gaze on one of the victims, and Molly goes into this gaze and basically has a psychic orgasm. Who's the Molly fan on in our chat?
Black King. We have a few, but Black King is the big one.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, that was a great scene for him.
So Black Kane's favorite chapter in all of Harry Dresden files is probably chapter 3 of Winter Night.
I think that's probably accurate.
Yeah, so Molly gets a good moment. There you go.
Yep. And so the assumption here, not the assumption, but the intimation there is that this woman died in ecstasy. So that's another kind of thing that sort of gets touched on here and there, but not really focused on. But it would have actually helped kind of reach certain. It does help Harry reach conclusions. It just later than what you would think that Harry normally does.
Yeah.
But
the
killer ended up taking her clothes, so that indicated that that Harry didn't want Harry to know something. And then Molly notices this pinwheel marking that indicates again Exodus 22:18 on her belly. So these two are definitely connected. And hold on a second here. Yeah. Okay. So they just a matter of finding the connection. And then, so they head back to Harry's place. Molly has kind of figured out how to get through the threshold. And so that's kind of helping. It's interesting that it's taken her a year to kind of manage that. And then Harry then drops her off at her house, and then goes to McAnally's pub and sits there, and basically he starts just drinking because he's got to go through these case files that Murphy gave him, and doesn't really want to do it without being somewhat inebriated. But the patronage in the bar starts leaving because magic people talk, and they notice this funny stuff is going on, and it's kind of leading to the idea that Harry's involved in this somehow, that people think he's involved with these murders. And Mac directly asks him, "Did you do it?" And Harry's like, "No." And so Mac writes Anna Ash.
Does he know? He doesn't know why yet. He doesn't know why they think that yet, does he?
Correct.
Yeah.
So, and then so that was the end of chapter 4. So he tells him basically, look up Anna Ash, and that will help, you get started. And I do have to step away for a second here, Aldan. So if you could kind of put some thoughts there on that.
Yeah. Sure. So yeah, it's. I mean, it is kind of crazy, like how this book. Yeah, I only just finished this book, so just in time for the podcast. So it's nuts how at the start of this book how it really sets everything up that you're going to that sets the journey up that you're going to be going on right here at the start. All the bits and pieces are really here if you really think about it. And it's a really good start to a Dresden book. We're back on our case files, which it's always a good time when we're with Harry. We're going off on a little case. We're going to figure out what's going on. We're doing our private eye detective stuff. Love that for Harry. Don't love the fact that he has to sit there and like rifle through these pretty gruesome self-deletion case files. That's not a good time. I understand why he's drinking himself into oblivion to do that. I would do the same. But yeah, we've got Mouse. We've got the gang. We've got the gang here. We've got Molly trying to figure out. She's starting her apprenticeship. And
Sorry, man.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Sorry about that.
And that's all right. I've just been talking shit.
Yeah, no, well, we
So-
got the gang, that's for sure. Like there
We've
we
got-
there's a wide cast of characters in this oh, I'm not
In this book, we've got
Yeah.
it is a wide cast of characters. The only thing missing really is Michael.
Yeah, Michael's not there. Every book is
Yeah.
worse for not having Michael, that's for sure.
I know, but we
Yeah,
get
no,
Lara,
no.
so we get
Yes,
Lara,
that's
so
true.
like it's kind of like a
A win-loss?
yeah.
+1, -1, so we're back to even.
I don't know. Not really. Michael still stands above Lara as much as I love him.
Michael is he is
As
the
much as
Uber
I
Chad
love-
of fucking Dresden Files, isn't he?
He is.
I
mean, it's
agree with that.
It's also just the way that Masters audios him as well. It's just such a cool
Well, Michael's just very
narration
like
to listen to.
down to earth. I don't like. He's just like Michael is Michael, and there's no apologizing. He doesn't care. He doesn't apologize for it, and he's fine with it. And it's just like
Yeah.
Michael does what Michael does. It's like that's great. I fucking love it.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It is.
All right, back.
it is
Sorry about
amazing.
that.
Nah, that's all
I
right.
forgot. I forgot Waldo Butters was even in this.
Yeah. Butters.
Yeah, I think this is it. I don't think Butters plays.
No, he
it
doesn't. He's not back
goes
in it.
But it's just nice to have him in there and just a little hey, here's your boy again. He's gonna get bigger.
Yep.
So are we ready to go further here?
Yeah, let's
Or
keep going.
we're-
All right, I'm just snacking.
Okay.
I haven't eaten,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
bear with
All right,
me,
so-
everybody. Sorry,
so
we got
here we
real
move-
quick,
Oh, yeah.
just because I saw we jumped up a few viewers. We're gonna repeat this a few times because it's exciting news, but
fucking
for
awesome.
anybody who wasn't here, Nathan was able to score us a interview with Jim Butcher, which will be taking place this
Yes.
coming week, and should be posted to the channel as a premiere later this week as well. So keep an eye out for it. If you have any questions that we potentially might be able to ask, we don't get a lot of his time, but go ahead and you throw them on the Discord, and we'll try and ask as many questions as we can. So
We'll definitely be able to get a couple.
very excited. Oh yeah.
You guys
for
can
sure.
fight. We'll have some death matches. You can joust for who gets the question. If we get too many,
Yep.
we'll just set up like some
Yeah.
fights. Fight club.
So Steve's trying to decipher the kick messages there.
It's like two bots like pretending to be I don't whatever. Moving on. Kick is weird, but
Please,
sorry.
please.
Go ahead.
All right, so Harry and Murphy go and they do a stakeout over at Anna's place, and Harry recognizes a few of the attendants, and then Murphy's asked him if he's okay, and he starts talking about this training grounds thing that they have in New Mexico for the new wardens,
Right.
and it's
Yeah,
kind of weighing on him.
Set that
And
up. Yeah.
and then
Yeah, we got
one
a
last
full
thing.
flashback sequence, right? Yeah.
Later on, we
Yeah,
do,
that's later. That is later.
We're
but
setting
you
that
end
up.
getting that.
He's setting that up. He's setting that up here. He really has hit like the top of his form for like setting out the structure of his story, like early in his book, I think.
Right. Yeah, because without this discussion with Murphy, that scene later, that flashback
Couldn't happen.
is completely out of the blue and would feel like that should have just been a little short story in Side Jobs or something.
Yeah, which it almost feels like anyway. I reckon every time you read it, it almost
Mhm.
it almost feels like that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Which it's actually weird, right? Because you're right, Nath. What you're saying, like he's done many of these things, right? Where he's had things that have happened off page, sort of thing, that have added to Dresden's character and his motivations, and added to what's making Harry tick. But we haven't. This is the first time we've got to see it on the page, where it's affected the decision making that he's making in the story that you're reading. Normally, it happens outside, so it is different. And every time you read it, you do. Oh, sorry, we'll talk about it when we get to it. But yeah, it's cool that he's setting it up now, because you're right. Otherwise, it would make no sense whatsoever.
Yeah. So he tells Murphy about it, and and she's just like, she's being a good sounding board because Murphy is number one, and then Helen Beckett shows up, and so Harry's like, holy shit! And Helen Beckett is from the first book.
Yeah, she's
she was
the bloody sex bomb, the sex spell.
Yeah,
lady.
And it's like, wow, would never have in a million years have thought that would be a recurring character in the Dresden Files.
Indeed.
But all of a sudden she's here.
So book one, right? Is that book one? Back from book one? Yeah.
Yeah,
Stormfront.
She was the orgy lady from book one.
Orgy lady? I love her. She's welcome back.
Come on.
He's like, sign me up.
Sign me up. Orgy lady. Yep, that's it. I'd be screwed. Any white courts around me, I'm fucked immediately, right? I guess.
Yeah, me too.
Right? Yeah.
I'm a vampire slave in an instant. So
I guess that's why we're not wizards. We're just training. We're training gray cloaks because the white clerk would
right.
kick the shit out of us.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I probably should change my name from Warden Nathan to Trainee.
Is this guy gonna make me ban him? Sorry,
I don't know. It's his dream. Like, is he a Make-A-Wish kid on Kick or something?
I don't know. This is pathetic.
Like,
sorry,
man.
Go ahead. Sorry, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's pathetic.
Yeah,
like, come on,
please. It's kind of funny actually, but yeah.
Look, I honestly, it's sorry. Moving on.
Apparently you've made it big, dude. Because now you don't need the 1,000 advertisement bot. I'm
not getting the help. Yeah. I'm beyond help. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, that one's not working. Let's see if he'll be a sucker for hurting kids. Yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
So. Yeah, right. So they head up to the apartment and they find it warded, and so Harry just kind of knocks on the door. And
they're good wards too.
They are.
Yep.
He notices straight up. Very good.
He does make special note of that. They are good wards.
Yes, he does. And so as he knocks, the door's opened by this one chick, Abby, and she's a little prescient because she's Murphy goes to introduce herself, and she's like, and she beats her to the punch, like, oh, Lieutenant Murphy, and and yes, you're Dresden, of course, and so Murphy thought it was weird, and he's like, nah, she's probably just a little prescient. She's not really a future teller, but that's just part of her talent, and she doesn't even realize she's using it. But
she does. We didn't even know that was a thing until now either, do we?
She comes back later to
Right.
another book, right? She's in another book, isn't
Yeah,
she?
And
she's
Ash?
another-
Nope. Not Anna.
No?
Or no. Abby?
No.
No,
Abby?
The person that can the future bitch.
compression. Or maybe it's another
Does she?
person who can do it better.
I think. Well, next time the Ordo shows up, I'm pretty sure she's
Yeah.
a part of it. Isn't
Yeah,
she?
because
I-
she does, because we have
Yeah.
the whole
Because
network.
they set like not to
They
get
set
ahead
the
of, they set
network
up the network, the magic people's network that aren't in the council,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yep.
pretty sure she's. Hell, I think she's in Battlegrounds or something, isn't she? Battlegrounds
Yeah,
or Peace Talk?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. I remember. If it's not her, it's someone who does the same thing anyway.
Yeah.
I think she gets better at it, or someone else is better at it.
Mm-hmm. I think.
There's a
Right,
plot-
I
isn't it a
think I
plot
agree
point?
on both accounts.
Yeah, I
Huh?
think it's a plot point. I think it's a plot point, isn't it? It's a plot point in one of the
I think so. I think she sends him
I
out
can't
to
remember.
do something, but we're getting ahead of ourselves again. Fine.
Yeah, we'll get there. You sparked a memory in my head.
I like the threshold bit here. Just good. Yeah.
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 The
It's really
whole
good.
the whole concept of I like the whole concept of thresholds, right?
I love it.
Murphy's house has a huge threshold because of it's been a family for generations and all that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Protection against the evil spirits.
Absolutely.
Yep. So,
Very true.
so she's careful. Like, so Anna gets to the door. She's very careful not to invite them in. And then Harry, just as a way to kind of disarm their suspicion of him, he just walks through.
Yeah, he leaves his power at the door.
Yeah. And then, so he's trying to negotiate with them in terms of just having them trust him. And, and then all of a sudden Helen Beckett comes into the scene and she vouches for Harry, saying, no, he's good. And then Priscilla, who's another one of the characters in the room, she says that she was present with one of the victims and saw the victim walking away with a tall man wearing a gray cloak, which now we're getting the idea of, okay, so this is why Harry's being suspected by a lot of the magic users.
Yeah.
So that's starting to, fall into place just a few chapters later. So, so Harry and Murphy, they're leaving and driving away, and then all of a sudden there's a little explosion that flips the car, Murphy's car, and so they get tossed, but both survive. And then they're talking about next steps, and Murphy's like, listen, you need to go before the cops show up, because otherwise, since you've been present with all this other stuff, they're going to start suspecting you.
Yep.
It's
good.
And
it's good that Murph's starting to do this now. She's starting to think about like keeping Harry out of jail rather than put him into jail.
Yep.
So we've gone full circle with Murphy. Which is good.
Yes.
Because I get sick of her trying to put him in jail. So it's good that she's changed her tune.
Well, that was really only the first two books.
Yeah, but there's always
maybe a little bit of the third.
She's always thinking about it behind the scenes until recently, and now she's like, "I'm actively going to try and keep you out of jail," which I like that much better.
Yes, yeah, that is much better, Murphy. So she says, "Listen, I'm going to go and look up information on Helen's husband because it's possible he's involved. I'm also going to look for this other victim. I think her name was Jessica, and see what's in her past, since she's not a magic user. So it's kind of odd that these ones are getting all sprinkled in, because she wasn't a part of the Ordo Lebe. And then Harry is going to look into the other suspect, which is his brother Thomas. And he's adamant that Thomas isn't involved, but needs to cross, check boxes here. So
it's
Harry goes,
interesting, honestly, because Harry's wrong a lot.
Yeah, a lot
in
this.
Actually, wrong, because like he doesn't think Thomas is involved, and he doesn't think for a second. Like it goes right to the negative, right? Like he doesn't think he's in. Like he goes right to like his involvement will be a negative thing, not that he could be helping, right? You know, sort of like, which, you know, it's okay. It just shows it's, you know, he's going with his instinct, and he's generally in the right area. It's just like he makes an assumption too many, and he's just off by a little bit, sort of thing. Like you know, come back to the Butters thing. You know, yeah, God did send a night to you.
The shot's slightly off the mark.
Right, exactly.
Yep. So he goes to Thomas's place, and since he has a key, and takes Mouse with him, and he just walks right by the front desk, doesn't sign in, goes up the elevator, gets to his apartment, walks in, and the place is immaculate. And he's sitting there thinking, okay, well, that's, you know, Thomas is wanting to, you know, get some action. So, you know, yeah, he's going to have people over, and this is as far as they get, because if you go into the back rooms, it's more of a mess. Typical kind of bachelor pad type of thing. So, and then he gets into one of the other rooms in his apartment, and all of a sudden he sees all of these photographs and files up on the wall, and the photographs are like crime scene photos of all of the victims, except there's no crime scene markers in there. So they were pictures of the crime scenes before the police got there. And Harry's like, fuck, dude, come on, man. Like, what are you doing there? You know, and then this is at this point, then security knocks on the door, and the security has the police with them, and he's like, shit, I got to keep them out of this apartment somehow. So he goes up to the door, and he's thinking quickly, and he's kind of pissed that he has to do this. But he plays up the role of a scorned lover to Thomas, to Tomas. And
why are you gay? Why are you gay?
Yes. Which this chapter is absolutely hysterical.
It is really funny. It's really funny, yeah. It's really good.
So he, you know, and he plays it off. The security guard kind of buys it, but the security guards, listen, you know, you have a key, and I get it, you know, this all checks out, but I need to verify the key, and I need to, take your IDs to add you to the approved list of people that can come up here. So the security guard takes that, starts going away, and the cop starts asking questions. And, you know, she's a good investigator. She's not fully on board with what he's saying.
The cop wants nothing to do with it because it's just gay people, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like, I mean,
or is it
on.
the
He
cop or
pronounces
the
his
hotel
name
guy?
Tomas.
Not the security. It's the security guard.
The hotel guy's
guy.
like that. Yeah. But when the security guard comes back, he's like, oh, you know how these people are, you know.
Yeah, that was it.
So I mean, you know, it was just it was pretty damn funny. You know, so they, you know, they're like, okay, well, just, you know, mind your P's and Q's or whatever, and, you know, and they leave, and then he heads for home, and then he's playing around with his guitar, and gets in a discussion with Lashiel. All of a sudden, he's now playing guitar like unbelievably well, which he's blaming on her. But he gets in this discussion so that he can show her the evidence, because he took one last look at Thomas's room to do a mind picture.
Is this our first?
And
is this our first Lashiel interaction in this book? Is it the guitar thing right here?
Yeah.
Is this the first?
Yeah.
Again, well done, Butcher.
Mm-hmm.
Sets it up. He's done this on
yeah.
every single plot point so far. I'm just noticing this. Like he's created these like beautiful arcs. I think that's why it's been so enjoyable. Yeah.
Yeah. And Lashiel has been more involved in this book.
Yeah, clearly.
This one, he has real extensive discussions with her.
Well, and their interactions have grown a lot different, especially towards the end of this book, right? Which is, you know, it's sort of like showing that Harry is sort of waging mind war on Lashiel, and he's sort of winning.
He's in a psychological battle
Yep.
with a demon,
And he is winning
and
because
he's holding
ripping that.
well,
Go ahead.
he's
Sorry.
holding his own at minimum, right? So he's definitely holding.
I mean, I think by the end of this, he's won, at least this round.
I think so too, for sure. I mean, that's the arc, right? I think that's.
Well, yeah. I mean, basically, he splintered off a piece of Lashiel's soul and made it good. It's like, wow. Which is not to get to the end of the story, but which is also an interesting thing because that's sort of what Michael is talking about.
Correct.
It's like they're still like they're fucking fallen angels, but
you
haven't been out of the light so long you can't come back, right? I mean, that's exactly right. Harry basically does what the Knights of the Cross are trying to do all the time. It's like we don't want to kill him, we want to save him.
Yep, no, that's exactly right. Yep. Which again, it's good stuff. Yeah, it's so good, man. It's just such a perfect little microcosm of the whole thing, and it's like it's what Michael would want.
Yep.
It's what
he'd be a proud papa. Yep.
Yeah, which is why Harry has a new bracelet. What would Michael do?
Yeah, that's the best bracelet, and he should run by that all the time because then the world would be a better place.
So, Lashiel just says, "Hey, listen, there could be another angle to this Thomas thing. Like, why would Thomas be doing these things?" And introduces the thought that maybe it's Laura Wraith using Justine to influence Thomas, because she shows him a picture of Anna Ash's apartment, and Harry notices now that there is another shadowy figure who was veiled in the background. And so we have this question now: was this an actual guest, or was this an unknown intruder? So Harry's like, oh crap. So he heads back to Anna's place, breaks through the wards when she doesn't answer. Mouse follows him and immediately pins Elaine, although that doesn't know right away that it's Elaine, but Mouse pins the shadowy the veiled figure to the ground. And then, Harry realizes it, figures out what Elaine is there for, and then Harry's basically cleared of wrongdoing in their minds through this whole interaction.
So real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I noticed Jeremy put a question up. Didn't Stars and Stones get explained somewhat?
No.
His question for Jim was, Dresden Files, will the saying Stars and Stones be explained? Doesn't it have to do with him being Starborn?
Yeah, but we don't know anything about it.
Okay, good enough.
Yeah, because at one time
I would guess that. I would guess that's going to be a read and find out if he hasn't explained it already. But
it's definitely
there's one time in, I think it's Peace Talks, where Harry says Stars and Stones, and
Injun Joe.
Was it Injun Joe, or was it McCoy that
I thought there was some sort of
it?
I thought there was some, so I knew there was some sort of reaction, but I guess that's not explanation. So good enough. So hopefully we can get a fans of you question section. We'll have to do maybe we can do a lightning round. That'd be good. We need more questions for that though.
Yeah.
All right, sorry for interrupting.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for interrupting.
Harry offers to replace the wards that he destroyed, because they were like, listen, it took all of us a long time to set those up. And so he's like, I'll replace them.
Done. Haha, bitches.
So
that's how good I am.
Right? Like,
yeah, it took you guys a long time. Done.
Right? Big pimping. Anyway.
Yep.
So we get a little backstory. Elaine's basically, she's just been working out of LA. She tells him there have been 36 other murders across the country that have occurred like these. So this is Harry's like, holy crap, this is much bigger than what I'm thinking here.
Did anyone
know,
else think that when Elaine left in the other book, I thought she was gone, like out of the country. But now we find out she's just been in bloody LA the whole time. I thought she was like leaving in the summer night.
Yeah. I didn't. To be honest, I didn't think too much about it. But yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I didn't think she'd be back.
No, because she had the plane tickets in summer night with Harry at the cafe, and she was trying to get him to go or whatever from memory. I thought she was. Gonna
Yeah,
be
I
gone.
don't know. I can't remember where it was to though.
Yeah, I don't think it said. I don't think it
Yeah.
said, but I assumed it was like Brazil or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So this kind of gets thoughts
they've
going
hired-
for Harry that we're looking about Black Council stuff. So here, and there's so we've got potential Black Council stuff. We have the possibility of White Court involvement, and Elaine says to him like the pattern seems to be broken because none of these things, some of these murders aren't consistently connected, but they're little strands that connect them all. But it's not. There's nothing. It's irregular. And then Mouse starts growling. And Harry kind of gets his senses going, and he's like, "Oh shit, the building's on fire." And since the alarms were off and the sprinklers weren't going off, Harry's like, "Okay, somebody's waiting for the building to get for somebody to come out, or he's basically Anna's in trouble." Is what's for certain out of this. So then all of a sudden Mouse starts barking in a way that was like fire tornado warning towers going off
Super dog bark.
right next to you.
Mouse activates super bark.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so that gets everybody in the building to wake up and get out. And Elaine looks at him. He's like, "Where did you get a temple dog?" And I think that's the first reference we've ever had to him, Mouse being a temple dog.
No, Ancient Mike calls it a food. Doesn't Ancient Mike already tells him it's not a dog ages ago?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the White Court vampires in another book told him it's the demon or something.
I think that was in a later book, though. I thought, but
I don't think so.
Was it earlier? Okay.
I think I just read it. Anyway.
So everybody makes their way out of the building. And Harry could hear all the emergency vehicles already approaching. So he's sitting there thinking, okay, well, I know that this whole thing, Mouse basically screwed up this guy's plans. So he's kind of keeping an eye out, scanning, and he sees this guy in a gray cloak. And he looks over at the gals and says, "Stay here with Mouse." And he starts chasing the gray cloak. And during the chase with the gray cloak, he's like, "Okay, this guy's smart, so I'm not going to do these typical things that you see in a chase. So I'm not going to follow him into the parking garage. I'm just going to sit out here and wait." And because he knows the guy's patient, and he wants to catch the guy because the guy is, he's probably got more information potentially on the Black Council. So, but at the same time, the guy pops up, outside of the garage or the parking garage and says, "Oh, well, I've got an opportunity. I can kill him here. I can take him out." He has to fight this out in his own mind. And eventually, reason wins over to not kill him as the guy gets into a car. And then Harry uses a little bit of magic to basically, pick dust up off of the ground as the car goes by, scrape off some paint off the car. And then he grabs the paint off the car and says, "All right, time to go back to the apartment. Use a little Chicago."
Tracking spell.
Yeah. So, Oh, the monk told him it was a litter of temple dogs. Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah,
later
I'm
he
pretty
gets
sure
an
that's right.
explanation from Bob. He doesn't know what a temple dog is, but
Well, I
he gets
think when
an
he
explanation
tries to,
from Bob later.
isn't it when he tries to return it? He's like, "Oh, that's yours now, man." He's bonded with you.
Yeah, hasn't
Yeah,
correct.
I remember that. I
I
don't.
think he says. I
don't
think he
remember
calls
the
him temple dog at that point, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Ancient Might tells him it's a food dog, but she's wrong because it's the offspring of a food dog and a normal dog is what he actually is. Oh, yeah.
He's something new. How about that? Good old mouse.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, where am I here? Okay.
Fingerprint,
So,
like dust or something. Right? Yeah.
oh, here.
We've
So
just
the
got the
next
tracking.
chapter,
He's made the tracking spell to trace Grey Cloaks when he's jumped in his car. So he's put the he's grabbed the shit for that and he's gone back to Little Chicago. This is a cool scene too, man.
It is. Yeah, so he gets down to the basement, and before he goes and uses Little Chicago, he asks Bob. He's like, "What's a temple dog?" You know.
Yeah.
And basically, Bob just says, "Well, he's a scion of the spirit world." You know.
Yeah.
So
Well, Bob tells him Bob tells him here that he's that it's the product of a normal dog and the food dog or whatever. Yeah. It's the But
yeah.
Bob tells
So he's the goodest boy. Basically. And then Bob also has a complaint with him because he's had no contact with Molly, and he's missing the opportunity to be naughty. And so he's really begrudging with.
He's very upset that Harry's seen her naked and he hasn't, and he's not happy about this at all. So
yeah, especially because and this is where Bob really treads on some borderline stuff. He's like, "Yeah, I'm missing her nubile years."
I know. He's so funny. It's so funny.
Everything's gonna start to sag.
Yeah. And we find out she's 19. She's 19. It's very specific about this. She's 19 now.
Yeah. She's of age at this point.
So it's okay, Black Cane.
So Black Cane is now in good standing.
There you're in the clear.
So then Harry goes into Little Chicago. He finds Grey Cloak in his car, and he finds out that he's meeting with somebody, and so he's kind of getting in there and listening to the conversation. And they're having a back and forth, like he's not happy that Harry's involved. Grey Cloak is not happy that Harry's involved now, and he's blaming the other guy. The other guy has survived a previous scuffle with Harry, so he's like, okay, there aren't many people who've survived me that are bad guys, so I can start going through this in my Rolodex here.
Yeah,
but it's interesting that this guy, this passenger, wants to be a part of the circle that Grey Cloak is a part of. So we don't know really what that is. So, the two part ways. Harry continues to tail the Grey Cloak into another building, and there was a point in the car too where the Grey Cloak kind of got suspicious that somebody was there with them, but couldn't really tell that it was Harry because he wasn't really there. He's just there through Little Chicago.
Little Chicago, what a tool!
What a tool! What an idea!
So Harry tails to.
Yeah,
I know, it's so fucking cool. Yeah. So Harry tails him to Undercity, and he ends up following the guy up a ladder, up into a grate, where this guy's basically camping out while he's there in Chicago. But the guy makes this circle and summons Cowl back into the happy world of Dresden. And Cowl is not happy with the fact that he looks at Grey Cloak and says, "You failed." And he's like, "No, I just haven't completed the mission yet." And he's also not happy that Harry is involved with the investigation. So he's so not only is the passenger on thin ice, but also Grey Cloak as well, because we know Cowl is not somebody to be messed with.
We certainly do.
Definitely not.
but the mission is still on despite the fact. And then Cowell's like, no, you haven't been followed. And the Gray Cloak is like, I don't think I have. And he's like, oh, hold on. So now Cowell casts a spell, scans the room, finds and sees Harry, and starts to push at Harry and cast a spell at Harry to get him out, really attack him. And and before Harry is kind of banished out of the room, he gets a look at the gray man's face, kind of a dog-like face, if I'm remembering the text correctly. Doesn't identify him.
Something like
then
that.
But he's kicked out.
He's kicked out hard too.
Yes, hardcore.
It affects him. Yeah, it affects him big time. Yep.
Yeah, he's not conscious when he leaves Little Chicago. So the next chapter picks up, and Molly's waking him up in his basement. He's like, "Stop yelling!" Yep. She's like, "I'm whispering."
Yeah. And he's like, thanks for stabbing me in the face with needles, bitch.
Yeah, right. That's basically it. And but she's like, no. Murphy called, said you hadn't been answering your phone. I figured I would come and check on you, and you're down here on the ground out of commission. And he's like, okay, well, go and get me some medicine or whatever. And he looks over. Little Chicago is damaged a bit by Cowell kicking him out. So I mean, it had to have been a pretty powerful spell that banished Harry out of the room.
It's gonna take a week to fix whatever Bob says.
Yeah. And then so that's what Bob had said. Bob said it'll take about a week to fix, but when he's leaving the basement, he looks back down at it, and there's like a big old hole in the table. So there was that's quite some damage.
Wherever he was tracking, wherever he tracked the cow to. There's a massive hole in it.
Yeah. So Murphy shows up, and they kind of discuss things, and he's like, okay, so the White Court is involved, Skavis, Malvora, and Wraith. There's something going on there that he's still trying to figure it out. He then also fills her in on Cowell. And he says, and I think the passenger in the car, he thinks it was Beckett, and puts this theory out about how it's all working together. And Murphy's like, well, that'd be great if Beckett was still alive. But he's been dead for 7 years. And Harry's like, well, damn it. Harry's basically looking for any reason to sit there and say the passenger wasn't Thomas. So he's still adamant that Thomas isn't involved, or not the passenger, but he was adamant that the Gray Cloak wasn't Thomas. So, so Harry then calls Ramirez and asks him about if he knows anybody by the name of Elaine, and he's like, oh yeah, she's running a detective agency here like you, and she's helped out a lot of people out here in the West, but Harry tells Ramirez about all the stuff going on, and he's like, it's basically like they're everything's building up to frame the council. And he tells Harry that the White King, so Lord Wraith, has offered peace and is entering peace talks with the Red Court. And it's, that's not good news. And then basically he says, listen, if you need help, let me know. I'll be there. And then when he gets off the phone, Molly asks about Elaine because he's like, you know Elaine, but you asked about her with Ramirez in a way that makes it sound like you didn't know who she was, but you do. And Forces basically plays Harry's hand at telling Molly about his past with Elaine, which was good. He needed to tell her that.
Plus, it also he's also explains to her why he doesn't want, why he didn't tell Ramirez about Elaine. That he doesn't want that kind of heat for her. That it's her. The White Council doesn't need to know that Justin had another apprentice. That sort of thing, right?
Yep.
It's a
Oh yeah.
big story. So he's protecting. He's protecting Elaine here too.
Yeah. Well, the White Council knew that Elaine was his apprentice, but the White Council thinks she died in the fire that killed.
Yeah, I think she's dead. Yeah,
Justin.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, and she's worked on staying off the radar too, right? So.
Yeah. Well, she went to the summer court in Fairyland for bloody 10 years. That'll do it.
It definitely will. So. Harry goes to Harry meets up with Elaine and they go to find Thomas, and they leave Mouse with the girls at the apartment, and Harry finds out basically why Elaine has gone public, but she's not gone to the White Council. Ramirez said in the phone conversation that he had tested her and she's not great with the power, so which we all know that Elaine is very good. So she's downplayed her skills magnificently. But Ramirez also likes her. So, Ramirez is funny in this book.
Yeah, he's a fuckboy, isn't he?
Well, he's smitten with Millie, or with Millie, with fucking Molly and Elaine. Yeah, he's pretty smitten with everybody.
Fuck boy.
Fuck boy. Yeah, fuck boy that don't fuck though. Haha.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep. So, let's see here. What was it? Oh no, I skipped a chapter there. So Harry goes to Elaine's inn. He accuses Helen of being involved. That's what happened.
Yeah.
And then he tells.
Which is a reasonable assumption to make at this point, right? It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
She's the clearest suspect in the case.
Yeah. It's
100%.
Everything's suspicious about her. It's like she hasn't told anybody about her past. So she tells of her, she lets Harry tell of her past, and then based on the response, Harry was like, oh shit, she didn't do it. So I mean, it's playing on Harry's sensitivities with the ladies. But he's like, okay, well, so he ends up trusting her. And then that's when they tell her that there was that in the end someone was missing from the group.
Right.
And Priscilla had this video of her of this girl leaving an area, and she was leaving with Thomas.
Right.
So that's what gets Harry and Elaine to go and find Thomas. So he leaves Mouse with the girls, and then Harry finds out why Elaine's not gone public to the council, because she just doesn't trust them at all.
But why do you blame her? Right? Why do you blame her, really? Yeah.
You can't.
Right. No. For the same reasons that why Harry has a distrust.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. True.
And so then, and then in turn, he confides his trusts in Thomas to Elaine. Doesn't tell her that they're related, but just that, he has an ultimate trust in Thomas. So he uses his amulet to basically track his way to find Thomas, and they go to the docks, and we find Thomas is on this boat called the Water Beetle.
The Water Beetle, legendary.
It's amazing. How good is that?
Love it. Great. Love it.
The legend of the Water Beetle begins. Yep.
I think Phaedrian has a good point. It's only in this book that they show wizards can willfully mask their power.
Yeah, we didn't know that. We didn't
Yeah.
know that. And
Yeah.
we didn't know that you could be tricked either. So Ramirez is these he may not be the sharpest knife in the drawer either.
No, well, I think it just goes to show you his naivete.
He's young. He is young. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like he's
Yeah.
young and he's getting the wool pulled over his eyes by a smart girl.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Smart, pretty lady, which we're all guilty of. Let's be honest. There's a girl in the cafe shop down here, mate, that makes the best coffees. I'm obsessed with it. But anyway,
Is it the best coffee?
nah.
But it's
the
shit.
best. But yeah, and yet I get one every morning. 'Cause it's the best coffee anyway. It's so hot. Anyway,
Yep.
sorry.
Especially after a cricket bender.
Oh, mate, I tell you what, that coffee this morning was amazing.
I'm sure.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
um,
Any English people that are watching, suck shit. Right up. What a great day's cricket it was yesterday. Oh, I'm still
Love
drunk.
it.
It's amazing.
rivalry, right?
Yep, that's right, mate. The OG
Kinda-
rivalry.
Right?
I mean, you guys
No.
forced them out with guns and stuff. We just beat their asses at sport.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Harry gets on the boat. He's saying, "Hey, Thomas, it's Harry," and Thomas tackles him because he thinks, "Oh, well, he doesn't have Mouse with him, so it's not Harry." And then Elaine gets on the boat and tases Thomas. And they quickly come to a realization, okay, it is Harry. But then we get introduced to several women and children that show that kind of make their appearance in the boat. And, and all of a sudden the realization is that, Thomas is taking them to a safe house and to get them out of harm's way. So Thomas is being a badass. Runs in the family type of thing. Right. And then Harry kind of realizes,
all that chauvinistic stuff, protecting ladies and all that sort, like all that
fuck
disgusting, all that disgusting toxic masculinity.
Terrible traits, right?
Terrible traits. Don't do that ever again, Thomas. Bad Thomas. Bad Thomas.
Yeah. Bad Tom. Bad Tomas.
Tomas.
Tom.
Yeah, Tomas. Yeah.
So Harry then realizes, oh, wait a minute, this loud boat that's been coming up here, and it's spewing forth this oily smoke. He's like, wait a minute, this is cover. And then he realizes it too late. The boat comes alongside, and then all of a sudden there's 13 ghouls that come out and start coming towards them on the boat. And so they're like, oh shit. So there's this big old battle that happens with ghouls, and ghouls are just nasty and difficult to kill. And, and they're outnumbered. They're holding their own really well, but, it's still tough to battle things that just don't die easily.
True.
Especially when you're outnumbered. And this oily smoke is basically choking the oxygen out of them. So, I mean, they're limited in what they can do. So Harry does this ballsy thing that he did in the last book in a chase with when he pulls all of the
heat
out
of the air
from the air and he pulls it from the water too, and basically just causes this. Then he lights the oily smoke on fire, and Elaine's like, "You're going to kill us all," and he's like, oh, "Too late."
Yeah,
I've got this. I've done it before. It's fine.
Yeah, but
Just
what
making
he's
a nice
done
skating
is but because he used all the heat out of the water because it's the summertime, he creates this ice path to the next dock from the boat, which is fucking brilliant.
very cool.
And so basically everybody else can get on the ice and they can run off to safety. And then Harry's like, I need to be the last one. So he gets off the boat, gets on the ice, and it starts to break as he's going across because he's fucking huge. And then we all of a sudden get this picture of Madrigal, the White Court vampire, with a rifle, and he begins firing at Harry. And so Harry's now getting shot at. He's kind of screaming, uses his duster he kind of ducks into his duster to give him his best protection as possible. And all this firing kind of transitions the scene into New Mexico.
Flashback time.
Right. Yep, it is flashback time, and this is about the halfway point of the book.
Yep.
Yeah,
the book moves along pretty fast. It's pretty crazy.
It does a good job. It's well paced. So in this transition, or this right?
Yeah.
Lucio is talking with him and informs him that, listen, I can't make swords anymore because Corpse Taker took my good sword making body, and I don't have the talent in this body to be able to do it yet.
Which is interesting. Which is interesting that they're like this. Their innate talents that the wizards have, that it's tied to their body and not their soul, their spirit type thing. It's tied to the actual physical body, which we find that out, which is interesting.
Very much so, which is really interesting how the counter of that, though, with Corpse Taker took place. Like, Corpse Taker's abilities carried with her through bodies, so that makes her kind of a unique thing, I guess.
Until Harry, as far as we know, right? Yeah, until Harry finishes that off, right?
Yep. And then right as she's discussing all of this, all of a sudden there's an attack, and on the camp, and it's an attack that's done by ghouls. So there's, and there's a shooter off in the distance, and so Harry ends up flanking his way up around the shooter, and kills the shooter, but they find out 2 of the 16-year-old trainees were taken. So he and Ramirez go down to interrogate 2 ghoul prisoners that they took in the fight. And what's interesting here is this discussion. The ghouls don't speak the same language, but he's having Lashiel translate in his head this discussion. And the 2 that were taken were known affectionately as the Terror Twins. And the ghouls are like, listen, we're not going to tell you anything, but give us your word and we'll tell you. So Harry gives them his word and finds out about this cave that they were being held in. And so he and Ramirez get up to this cave, and Harry's able to go in. He's having Lash basically give him what I read as super sight, basically.
She's helping him out big time here.
Yeah. Because Ramirez is still way behind Harry. He's not alongside Harry, and he's like, okay, I can see these things here. And he finds the twins, and basically the twins are shredded. They've already been ravaged by the ghouls. So Harry is fucking pissed. Because two things you don't do: you don't fuck with women, and you don't fuck with kids. He's infuriated, and he basically ignites the 2 ghouls that are in the cave and throws them down this pit while they're on fire. He's just lights them up with hellfire and just and so they head back to the camp, and as he's approaching the 2 ghoul prisoners, he immediately immolates one of them. And then am I remembering right? He buries the other one up to its head, right?
Up to its head in the sand, yeah.
Yeah. So, and he's like, listen, I'm not going to kill you. You're going to go back and tell everyone you know. This isn't happening again. You're done. You're not doing this ever again. And then as he turns around, he and Ramirez have a little, kind of look at each other, and he realizes that's not going to do anything. So he just turns around, pulls his gun out, and blows its head off.
Yep.
And then, they're like, oh, it's kind of cold. And he's like, yeah, it is kind of cold. This is New Mexico. And then you have this transition. The two transitions into the dream and out of the dream were very well done. How he used the elements to do it.
Yep.
How Butcher
cold,
used,
and then he's into ice. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and then the gunfire. It's just it's very cool.
It's chef kiss stuff.
It is. So he comes back to reality, and Thomas and Elaine basically save him out of the water. So he's everything's good there. And Elaine heals Harry mostly. Like she's good at healing in terms of bruises and kind of stuff like that, but the rest of the stuff is kind of hit and miss. She can't like dismembered arms and shit like that. But he speaks with Thomas. Thomas says, listen, I was sworn not to say anything specifically to you, Harry. But through the discussion, Thomas, saying things basically in this direction to Harry, there are multiple killers involved. You have a killer from Malvora, you have Madrigal, and you have the Scavis. You've got 3 different killers because they're all, one uses fear, one uses, what were the 3? Fear, lust, and
despair.
Despair, yeah. Well, I thought fear and despair were fear and despair the same thing?
Maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah, one's definitely like detox.
No, I think it's fear, despair, and because it's different. Fear, despair, and lust they're 3 different ones. Because fear was the movie one with Molly. It's SplatterCon, and just
okay,
it's fun with the taking of your own life type thing. I think,
it's kind of what Harry's hit with at the end, with the loneliness kind of thing. So. But anyway, so you got 3 different killers. Madrigal was definitely the passenger that was in the car with Grey Cloak. And so Harry tries to get a hold of the girls in the hotel room. No one's answering. And so Harry's like, shit. So he gives Thomas Murphy's number. He says, get a hold of her. And then he and Elaine go to the hotel room. And when they get to the hotel room, Anna Ash's body is hanging in the bathroom, and she's dead. And he's like, fuck, he's pissed. Elaine is pissed. But they could tell that it was the Scavis that got her. Because it was that Scavis was the one using despair.
Yeah.
And it was done in a way that it would be listed as another suicide. But Harry knows that he could track Mouse, so he can still find out where the rest of the girls are. And Elaine says, listen, when it comes time, the Scavis is mine. I'm killing Scavis. And so he's like, yeah, I'm not going to argue with you on that one.
Okay, Elaine.
Yep. So they go to Abby's, because that's where Mouse is. And once they get there, Harriet's kind of laying into why, why did you not, why did you stay, or why did you not stay? But they were unaware of Anna's death. So he tells them about that, and they're kind of shocked about that. And when, and with that kind of news, they're like, well, Helen said she had to go to work. And so all of a sudden things are clicking into place for Harry. He's like, oh shit, Helen's working with the Scavis, so he's he's getting more pissed off about that. And he says, well, basically it looks like she's the shill for the Scavis and did that to isolate Anna. So he gets all the girls to pile into the Blue Beetle along with Elaine and Mouse.
Which gives me vibes of the there's videos on YouTube you can see of like people trying to fit as many people into a mini as possible, and they the ones I'm talking about. They get like 20 people in these into a little mini miner, and you see them piling out. That's the sort of vibes I get from this thing.
That's not far off on that one, man. Where did I put shit? No, shit. Okay, missing something here. So, hold on a second.
Yeah, no mentioning of the clown cars, right? You can't. No clown cars. Right?
No clown cars.
Oh man.
Yep. Yeah. So.
Tell them what you just said.
No, I'm not going to. Let's see here. Where am I in the notes here? Okay, so they all pile into the Blue Beetle and they go back to the motel. And Murphy pulls up and he fills her in. This is where, like what you said, Steve, he's like, not one thing about a clown car.
Yep.
Yep.
And this is where Murphy tells him that Jessica, the one individual who was not
different one.
Yeah, the different one. She was an employee of non-magic user. She was an employee of the Velvet Room.
Yep.
And the new one is
Harry burned down.
Operated in what's that?
Which Harry burned down back in book 2.
Yep, he did. And he references that, and she's like, "Oh yeah, there's a new one, and it's owned and operated by one gentleman, Johnny Marcone."
Mm-hmm.
So we
favorite Robert Baron,
right? And you're told he's a bad guy, and this is one of those books where you're like, "But is he?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's one of those books.
But Butcher does a great job in flipping that coin every time he makes an appearance.
Yeah, he blurs the lines between mob boss and just like normal human being trying to get ahead in a shitty world. Really well. We all know people like that, to be honest. So
yeah,
just got caught up not appreciating the slander. What are you talking about?
It's okay, Black. It's okay, Kane. She's legal now.
Yep.
Did you hear? We have the interview, Mr. Black King. Just so you know, just so you're updated. We got an interview with Mr. Butcher because of Nathan. Just letting you know if you didn't catch that part. Very exciting.
Oh yes, very very exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Moving on. Sorry.
You're good. So Murphy and Harry then go to the Velvet Room, and Harry's like, "Listen, I need to see the boss. Period. And if you're not gonna let me see the boss, I'm gonna make things very difficult. And just tell your boss that Harry Dresden's here." And she's like, "Oh, Mr. Dresden, you're our last special guest,
Platinum member.
VIP.
Yeah." So she's like, "You're the last person who hasn't picked up their membership package, so come on in." And so now this hot little number, because it's always gonna be a hot chick.
Yes, as it should be.
She's like, right, absolutely. She's like, the misdemeanor will see you, and she's like, here's your membership package, and Harry's like, does this include massages and all?
Yeah, and Murph Murph looks at him like she's gonna kill him.
Yeah. So they get to Demeter's office, and so they're waiting for about 20 minutes before finally the door opens, and in walks Hendricks and Marcone. And Harry informs Marcone of Jessica's death, and was wanting more information on her. And as he asks that question, the door opens again, and Miss Demeter shows up, and we find out Miss Demeter is actually Helen Beckett. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun.
And so Harry's like, "Listen, I need to speak with you alone," which is fine by Marcone and everybody there. So she's like, yeah, she knew Jessica, really liked Jessica, would give her rides to the job and all that stuff because they lived close by. And she also really liked Anna, but she did not know about Anna's death, and that surprises Dresden. He's like, shit, do I have this wrong again? There's your professional promoter there, Steve.
Yeah, I see it.
Brief kick.
Yeah, it's been nonstop today. Yeah,
the kick is going overtime today.
Yeah, man, it's wild.
Yeah. So, but Harry, even though he's shocked about that, he needs to know for certain that he can trust it. So he soul gazes her, and in this case, witnesses the most terrible thing that's ever happened to her, which is the drive-by shooting of her daughter that we saw when Harry soul gazed Marcone in book 1, just from a different angle.
Yep.
And so let's see. So he sees that whole scene, and then Helen after that, Helen says, I didn't make any calls. There were no phone calls. And the girls, when they were telling Harry about things, said that Helen had called.
Right.
And so Harry's like, okay, some shit's going on. And then Harry realizes, oh shit, it was Priscilla. And Priscilla has been wearing turtlenecks in the middle of summer. And so Harry doesn't realize that it was just Priscilla, but that did it, but that Priscilla was the Scavis.
Scavis, yep. The whole time.
And he left her with the potential targets and thought, oh wait, maybe the real target is Elaine. And so he's like, fuck. Mm-hmm. So they go to head back to Harry's car. What's that?
Sorry, go ahead. No, I'm just agreeing with you. They're in a rush back to the lane now.
Yep. So they throw bags into the back of the car, and all of a sudden we hear a ugh or a ah. And Molly's veiled in the back of the car. And Harry's fucking pissed. He's already had it up to here with all the shit going on, but now he's just pissed. And he's like, listen, you don't do this. You don't know what you're talking about. He blasts some hellfire at a trash can and just blows the side out of it, causes damage to all sorts of stuff.
Marcone comes out and shakes his head. He's like, God damn it.
Right.
And Murphy gets up
again. What's that?
Murphy gets up him. Murphy eyeballs him and says, oh,
yeah. So, and Harry kind of sets up this this little controlled fireball and starts moving it toward Molly and says, listen, stop it. If you're ready, then you need to stop it. And she can't stop the fireball. Harry ends up putting it out, says, you failed it. You're not ready. And Murphy then says, listen, we're going to have a talk, but it's not going to be now, but this is going to be later. So
definitely the you're out of control speech. Yep.
Yeah. So, and it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I'm on Harry's side on this. And then
I know.
I'm also on Murphy's side.
Yeah.
It's actually quite interesting. Right, it's quite interesting, Nathan, right? Because at this point in particular, you're like, oh, whatever this conversation is going to be, Murphy can get fucked. Harry's fine. He's doing the right things, trying to teach her. She doesn't know what she's talking about. And that's at this point. And then, well, we'll get to the conversation later when they have it, because he's written it so well that you kind of, in the end, you're like, well, fuck, you know what?
Yeah.
Right? Like, shit, actually.
Yep. Hey, Corey. National champions right here, buddy. Man, I love having a green screen back here. This is great. You guys don't have to look at my messy ass garage. All right, so back to the book. Let's see. So Harry and Murphy are talking on the car ride. The murders are basically all they are is a power play. It's not a hate symbol. No, it's just your jealousy trigger, Corey. But the murders are basically just a power play within the White Court. It's not anything else. I mean, it's really that simple, but it's like deceptively simple, right? You know, which is fun as hell to sit there and think about it. But basically, Madrigal is working with Malvora, and they're all working with the Scabists to try and subvert the power of Lord Wraith. But also at the same time, Malvora is also looking to sweep in and steal credit for all this disruption from the Scabists, so that the Scabists can't take credit for it at all. So
yeah, because
they're also having
there's unsettled power balance in the White Court too, right? Which we already know about. We know probably more about that than these characters do a little bit. But so this is like a bit of a result of some of the shifting power dynamics. There's opportunities, or they think there's opportunities for grabs of power, and that's what this is coming. That's what Harry works out that's what's going on here. Again, using his big brain again, big brain Harry again.
Yeah, well, because he knows about all these inner dynamics. I mean, that's you know,
he caused
and this worries Ramirez later that he's knowledgeable about all this stuff.
Yeah, which is also interesting because I want to tell Ramirez to get fucked as well.
him and Ramirez have a very interesting conversation, and
they do. Fuck him.
Yeah,
Ramirez can fuck off as well.
And Tom, he's also having this conversation. So they're trying to steal credit from Scabius, and then Lara, subvertly uses Thomas to get him involved by telling Thomas not to tell Harry, which is basically telling Thomas to tell Harry. So he's got to find out.
She knows that that's going to get Harry involved. Like she knows that by Thomas doing it on his own that's going to trigger Harry trying to figure out what's happening, which is going to get him involved, which is what she wants, right?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And this should be the first inkling that you get, and I didn't get it in both of my reads of this book last year and then just this moment. I still didn't catch it that, oh shit, Laura's the puppeteer.
Lara.
Oh yeah.
Call her Laura again, bro. We're gonna have words. It's Lara.
Yeah, well, I will always do it.
Motherfucker.
I will always do it accidentally. But if you want to take it purposely, just because we're brothers, come on, it's on.
Lara, the puppet master, the puppet mistress. Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. I remember. I definitely didn't. I didn't figure out that Lara was running the shots here.
No, not till the end. Yeah,
not till right to the end. Yep.
Yeah.
And I remembered this time, but that's only because I had read it like a bunch of times. But yeah, it's a perfect little scenario for like how the White Court works. It's a perfect example of how they run their shit.
Yeah,
with the best White Court vampire that we have, Lara Wraith. So
you're gonna put Lara over Thomas?
No, yeah, okay, fair. God damn! If we had a tier list, shit. If we have a tier list for White Court vampires, that's I'd have to think about that. Nah, I'd have to think about that. You know what,
Fadian?
You know what? Maybe
Fadian. This has a really easy answer, and this is the easiest answer I can ever give anybody. I'm retarded.
It's just the fact that it's more like to the degree that she's been involved since page 1. I think that's the part that you don't miss. Like you recognize that she's involved here, and you know that she's the real power behind the throne, but you don't really think about like what strings has she been pulling, and do you realize she's been pulling all of them since the very start of the book? That's the part that
So
you
no,
don't
not that she's pulling the strings of the White Court. That she's the whole plot of this
pulling
book
everybody
is,
else's strings. Yeah,
Laura is pulling the strings of the whole book. It's not
Yeah.
the fact that she is the head of the White Court now. It's the fact that this book was all her. Every single action that took place was all Laura
she
Race
set it
design.
all in motion. Yeah, she set
It was all her design. It was all her plan.
Yeah. Even to the degree, even to this degree of like inviting the other White Court, you know, fuckers, the other factions to make their power play so she could shut them down. Right, that's part of her plan as well. It's nuts.
Yeah. And Josh, just so you know, my ass is freezing in the garage because my wife will not allow me to have these in the house. So
good on you.
And I won't give it up. All right. So Harry is in search of Elaine, and he reaches out to her telepathically. And this whole this. Yeah,
they haven't done our kids, right?
Yeah, since they were 16. You know, so at this point, I have to look at my notes, but Harry's like 32, I think, at this point, somewhere around there, 32, 33 years old, and
definitely in his 30s.
So he's, yeah. I think the first book, I think he's like 25. Okay. But so he reaches out to her telepathically, and he realizes, like, he's hearing her say all these despairing things, and then it dawns on him. He's like, "Oh, this, I'm reaching out to her, but this isn't her. This is actually the Scabies." So I'm like, okay, you're under psychic attack, and I think he uses his full name.
Yeah, he does. He uses her full name as well. It's really
It's the only two. Yeah. They have told each other their full names only. Yeah, between them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So he breaks through the psychic attack and comes out of it when they've arrived at the place where she's being held. And right as kind of Murphy gets him to come out of it, Priscilla blows this hole out of the building that she's in. And it kind of, Harry gets his shield up in time to kind of shield them from all the debris. And then Priscilla's standing there, basically just kind of revealing himself.
Yeah.
His turtleneck is burning away and hair's going all over the place, and quite a scene. And then Elaine comes out of the building with a fucking 2x4 basically, and just fucking clubs her. Like, what did she say? Who's under attack now, bitch, or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah, I forget the exact line of it. Yeah,
it's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, it's basically like the stick around.
Stick around.
Yeah. So she kind of disables Priscilla briefly, and Elaine is talking with Harry, and as the Scabies comes to and she starts rising to attack them again, Thomas comes out of nowhere with his sword and slices down the Scabies, and then Mouse comes in, and well, that's all that's to be said about the Scabies. Mouse ends the Scabies because Mouse is the goodest boy.
Yes.
So, and then Harry and Thomas are talking, and Thomas doesn't tell Harry of a specific White Court meeting that's going on between the houses, that night or the next day or whenever it was. So
Castle Wraith.
so yep.
Yeah, right. Basically.
Yep. So Harry gets Elaine to the hospital, and Harry and Murphy have this promised discussion about Molly, but it's more about his anger, and
Yeah,
he
which is funny because she's like he thinks she's like having a go at him about being too forceful with the ball of light, right? That's
Yep.
in Harry's mind. He's like, no, fuck you. You can't tell me how to teach her. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm a magic man. And I'm totally on Harry's side at this point because I'm in his head. I'm like, yeah, fuck off, Murph. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And then she's like,
No,
and
you're
she's like, that's not
talking
what I'm
war
talking
here.
about.
You don't fuck around
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
but you're right on that regard. Yes, 100%. But it did get Harry to click in. He's like, this is not about Molly.
No, she tells him. She says, "No, I'm talking about the bin. I'm talking about you and some other examples of him being too angry, and,
losing control.
losing control. Like, you damage buildings, you hurt people."
Yeah.
And
so Harry knows that it's not really even about the loss of control. The control triggers him into thinking, oh wait, this is about the coin.
yes,
That's what this is about. Even though she doesn't know about the coin, but
she's identifying the root cause of the problem, or she's seeing the effects of the root cause of the problem. And Harry's like, actually,
Yes.
shit, I do have a problem. She's right.
Yep. Yeah, he ends up thanking her too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ends up thanking her in the end. So yeah.
He does. He says, thanks, Murph. And he's right. That's what friends are for, man. Like, if your friends can't tell you when you're being a dick, they're not real friends.
Yep. Yeah. So, Harry's like, okay, I got to get my ducks in a row. So he's making plans. He has to call Marcone. Marcone's like, you need to say please. And Harry's like, fuck you, I'm not saying please. Like, listen, Harry, I just want you to say. He's like, I want you to say please. He's like, fine, please, Marcone. And he's like, say pretty please. He's like, pretty please, with a cherry on top. Fuck you. Click. It's so good. I love it.
What was he ringing Marcone again? What was he on the phone with Marcone? I can't remember.
Basically to get assistance, help out.
To help out.
So he
with
doesn't
the backup plan, but
with the raid at Castle raid.
The raid.
So
after everything goes wrong,
he doesn't spell it out in this chapter, but you find out what the call was about later when Marcone makes the appearance.
Cool.
So, yes, Fady, and it was a 10 moment. It was just.
It was,
yeah. Let's see here. So he's getting those ducks in a row, and he understands that basically now the play is Malvora has all the cards. The Scavis is dead, so there's going to be nothing that's going to stop Malvora from the power play. But Harry has a plan. And the plan.
Harry has a plan.
We get unveiled as the chapters go on. So he goes home. He gets some sleep, and when he wakes, he has a discussion with Lashiel. And Lashiel's like, "Do you really think you can change Molly?" Which is really interesting because is she really asking about Molly, or is she having an out loud discussion about herself?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah,
I think both are probably true. Yep.
Yeah, well, because and that's what it turns into. It turns into a debate on Lashiel. If Lashiel could change, she's like, I can't change.
Yeah.
And Harry, and she goes to leave. She's like, you're a fucking idiot. She goes to leave, and he's like, my mind, my rules, stay. Forces her to stay, and then he tells her, you're not Lashiel. You're just an image.
Right.
Yeah. It's so
true.
But it's beautiful because he like sows this seed of choice in her mind. So I mean it's really interesting because this book I think really is kind of it really clues you in, like Lashiel in his head is different than Lashiel in the coin.
Yes. They're
Which
two separate entities of the same character. Yeah.
Right. And
But there is
so
a demarcation. It's the first time that it's done that, like where it's like there is a line here where there's different things on either side of the line. And the question is what's gonna, and you start to think, don't you? Like you start to think, well, okay, well, which kind of cool having a super hot demon chick if she's not all bad. just saying.
Right.
Showers warm, you know.
Right. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
What else could she?
Maybe like taco.
That's right. There's
so
always
yeah.
a cool side to the pillow, you know.
Yeah. So and it does become, you know, it does become like a real psychological battle. Like it's really interesting psychological questions that it makes you ask, actually.
Yeah. So sorry, but it looks like I have to go to work. So
that's okay. It's a good spot for us to stop anyway.
It's gonna be like, so it probably should only be like an hour. It's like an on-call thing because I'm on call. But so I don't know if you guys want to try and pick up in an hour or if you want to just try another night.
Now let's pick it up in
it
an
should
hour.
only take an hour, so it's up to you guys. I can do either.
No.
So,
well, yeah,
as long
we
as
can
you're
pick it up in an hour and
no, I should. It's like I have to go do. You know, just happens to be my on-call week, so they need me to go fix the thing. I know exactly what's wrong, so it shouldn't be long.
Yeah.
Famous last word.
That's fine. So,
well,
yeah, we're picking up on chapter 34.
This has happened before, so it's. I'm pretty much sure what's going on. So, pain in my ass though. But
this is a good spot for a pause anyway, because from here on we are out to Castle Wraith, aren't we? For the
yes, that's true. So so that worked out pretty good. Okay, so well then look back in an hour, guys. Fadian, Josh, Salty, Black Cane, everybody. We should be back. And thanks. Sorry guys for this weird pause, and we'll be back.
We're interviewing Dresden later this week.
Yeah, that too. We'll talk about that again too. So I'm gonna hit the end stream button real quick, and we'll see you guys hopefully in an hour.
See you in a bit.